Hello, today I'm going to talk a little bit about spa day with my girls. So I just wanted to start by up. I always have three things available, and that is Q-tips. It looks more than three, right? And little scissors and a brush. So this is the brush that I'm currently using. I'll go into that a little bit more as we go through things and like why I have other things in my little cup. So one is setting up, just making sure everything is out. And then step two is finding the kittens. And the A1 priority is sort of where they are emotionally, not physically, a little bit physically. So you next, Setsuma's just sort of hanging out. And that's key because obviously if they're in the middle of like playing or fighting or hanging out or eating or whatever, this might not go as well as it can. So this is going to be interesting. I don't think I've ever had to like try to grab her. There we go. Oh, good kid. Grab one of our girls. This is Satsuma. Hey, Satsuma. And we bring her in. And she's used to this. So we have been doing this once a week since she was little. And when she was brand new to the world, you know, it's sort of mixed results. But she knows what's going on. Here, I'm going to actually camera. There we go. So you're going to help me out. There she is. A lot of the secret really is to just kind of remain calm. They're going to have moments, and that's cool. We're just going to sort of roll with it. So we do three things. We clip their nails, we check all of their orifices, and then we do a brushing. So we're going to start with the nails, and I typically just kind of try to get them on their butts. And we take our little scissors and we push in their nails, and she might get a little fussy, but that's okay. And you can see with their nails, like they've got a white part and they've got a pink part. And we only want to just do a little bit off of that white part. So I've got these little clippers, and we just kind of go in and we kind of take those points off just a little bit. And again, just staying calm because they might have a little bit of a attitude about it or a little bit of an opinion like cats are wont to do. Like I said, this would go a little bit mixed when they were like little, and to me the importance was just kind of, you know, recognizing your safety and their safety. If they were a little bit too fussy, you know, just kind of giving them a minute to have their fuss, and then like give them a minute to chillax. They might run away, and just kind of, again, being very calm about all of it. Just maybe going after them, but not like after. But you can see that, like, you know, we do this on a weekly basis. And Satsuma typically does have a little bit of an attitude around it. And so their nails are pretty much flat, so there's not too much to do here, which is kind of nice. Every once in a while, I will do this every other week, and, you know, their nails might get a little bit sharper at that point, but again, for the most part, you know, it's no biggie. Sometimes I do a countdown. I'm like, you have one more Satsuma, it's okay. I know. So yeah, like I said, they might have opinions. That's kind of how they are. But again, it's just important. Here's one that got a little bit sharp. A little coke nail there. And we're just going to go ahead and trim that down so that, again, it's nice and flat, but we're not hitting that pink part. That's the real important piece of this whole thing. And you can see, again, they've got this little sort of like knuckle guy, and this one can get a little bit tricky to both find and get out and then to clip. But yeah, and then so this is the guy that I use. For a long time I was using, I'll go into my little bucket here. I was using this one, which sort of encapsulates the nail, and then you can push it through, which was fine. It got a little bit of a little challenging, like if they would sort of grab their nail, you know, trying to make sure that you only get the white part and all that kind of stuff. So this one is okay. I only recently moved to this one, and I do like this one better already, so for what that's worth. So yeah, so that's step 1 of 3. Step 2 is orifices, and that's where our little cotton swabs, Q-tips come in. And so I want to check their ears. I learned this from, you know, sort of my old man cats, where they would get sort of waxy ears. These two typically don't have too big of a problem. I just kind of like to poke around in there a little bit just to see if we're waxy at all. And and frankly, just a little bit to get him used to this, because this is something that the vet is going to do every year. So just to kind of make sure that they're in good shape. So you can see on the Q-tip, she's got a little bit of wax, but not bad. Depending on how this guy comes out, I'll either do the other side or I'll move on to the other ear. But she's looking pretty good here today. We're pretty clear. The boys, so Olive and Silvana, would get mites every once in a while, and so it was important, this sort of piece of it, to not only discover that that was starting to happen, but then to kind of get things out. So you can see she is good to go. So that's one. And then I also like to check eyes and nose. So just making sure everything's sort of clear, right? See if she's got any boogers, but she's okay. When we first got them, we were using plastic bowls for their food, and they ended up getting chin acne. So a step in our process for a while there, and the reason I have a toothbrush in here is because I would check their chins, and they would have these like little black, sort of acne spots. And so the toothbrush was, I would put it under sort of, warmish water, and we would just kind of do this to get some of that gunk out. This was a trick that my friend Deanna, who's a vet tech, taught me. But they haven't had it since we changed to glass bowls. So they only have like glass and ceramic bowls now. We make sure to, obviously wash them regularly and all that good stuff. So that has been helpful. And then our last stage here is a brushing. So we're gonna do a quick brushing, Satsuma. I just got this brush and I like it and I don't like it. I like it because, ooh, look at that. It's got this fun functionality where the tines come out, and that really helps with like cleaning the brush. Depending on the kitten, I was gonna say with like little ones, you might want to start out with a brush that looks more like this, because it's smaller and a little bit I don't know, friendlier looking. I don't know. As you can see, like it really kind of gets a lot of cat hair in there, and it can be kind of challenging to clean. So I moved over to this one because, and I'll show you, like once you retract those tines, she's getting squirmy now. She's like, this is longer than it usually takes. Once you retract them, all of that hair lives on the surface, and you can really easily just clean that off, which is really nice. Okay, since she's getting real wiggly, and all I have left is brushing, I'm just going to show you the last step. So the last step is kind of one that's important, but might seem a little odd, and that's to truly like just kind of hang out for like a moment, like recognize like, hey, all right, cool, like that went well, we're all good, kind of, ooh, like good job, baby, and then just kind of let them do their thing. And then you give them a treat. So, again, like just making sure they know that they did a good job. You want a treat? Yeah. Doritos is going to get her treat early. Usually I do both girls and then they get their treat. But I just wanted to give Satsuma hers right now because she was so good. She was so good. Satsuma, she's such a good girl. Such a good girl. I know, I see your sister is eating that for you. That's nice of her, right? And so you can tell from this video being only about, it's like a 2-minute process. And the more that you do it, again, sort of regularly, the more they get used to it. Had I known how easy it was to like clip the nails, I think I would have been less inclined to claw the boys. So these two have been doing a really nice job. And they're such good girls. So yep, so I'm gonna do Doritos next, but I think you get it. Let me know if you want any links to like the products or anything like that. It's stuff that I got off of, they're really easy things to find and to get. So hope this helps, and good luck with your kittens.